Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabby Gamer here, and it is Friday, and we are not in the tower. Yes, Zur has arrived for the week, but you are in for a treat because Zur is not in the tower. If you were to go to the tower right now, you will not see the purple mark on the stairs because Zur is in the reef. It happens. It's not very often, but he does appear in the reef. Now, the usual reminders, this is Original Destiny, as you can see. This is the reef in Original Destiny. Zur is only in the game for 48 hours, unlike Destiny 2. So he arrives on Friday at about 5 a.m. for me on Friday, and he leaves on Sunday morning at 5 a.m. This is Eastern Standard Time. And let me just add, it was actually pretty easy again to log into Destiny 1. This is insane. Literally for years, it was a chore to log in on Friday mornings. I mentioned it to Bungie on Twitter, and suddenly you can log into Destiny. Nice. Anyway, he's always in one location when he's in the reef, and that is. This is the only spot. So if he's not in the tower, you know to come right over here. And he has some pretty cool stuff this week. And one in particular that you definitely need to pick up. If you don't have this, you should pick this up. If you have to farm for strange coins all weekend until you can get it, worth it. This is one of those that are absolutely worth it. And that is Zalo Supercell. And Shock Hazard. Shock Hazard you don't need, but you'll have to get it. It's the only way to get it this week. But Zalo Supercell is a definite must-have. Zalo is one of the few element weapons, in the primary slot. So, in Destiny 1, primary weapons do not do kinetic damage. So the only way you could get an auto rifle that does arc damage is if you pick up, the few exotics, so like Zalo Supercell. So Zalo Supercell, is a primary weapon that does arc damage, which is one of the reasons to definitely pick it up. It's also a kick-ass. Also a kick-ass weapon that it's not. It's better than Risk Runner. Everyone tells me they haven't brought Zalo to Destiny 2, and they're like, no, they brought Risk Runner. No, it's not the same. Arc projectiles have the chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together, and double kills with this weapon charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. I mean, seriously, you're getting super energy, ammo's returned to the magazine, and you're getting chaining lightning. It's really great when you have a lot of enemies together, especially if you have a bunch of those Cabal with their shields. This thing is great. Now, what was the one you're getting? The ornament you're getting? You're getting Shock Hazard. Shock Hazard is, I think, the one I have selected. So you're getting this ornament. It looks like this without the ornament. Not much of a difference. Some of them, but it's still pretty cool. Again, just absolutely, if you pick up only one item this week, it should be Zalo Supercell. This is a great gun. The lightning chains is awesome when you have a whole bunch of enemies together. Again, like the Cabal with their shields especially, because you cannot shoot through Cabal shields in Destiny 1. You can in Destiny 2. So absolutely worth it. It's only 30 strange coins and 25 silver dust. So absolutely worth it. Next you have Last Word and Sequel. This one's been coming up a lot. It stopped and then it's back again. So you're getting Sequel, which I'm not a big fan of. Like I said, I know some people like the worn out look to their weapons. I personally do not. I like it without any ornaments. I'm not a big fan of the Last Word. People have told me what are the advantages of it. Again, if you have to choose between, I know this is going to, if you have to choose, I at least personally think if you have to choose between the Last Word and Zalo Supercell, I would go with Zalo Supercell. Simply because it is an arc weapon in the primary slot. So when you have something like match game is when you have to match the shields of the enemies. When you have the arc weapon in your primary, then you can have, you could have 3 different elements at the same time, which makes match game a lot easier. So I absolutely recommend Zalo Supercell over the Last Word. I mean, it's okay. This weapon has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip, and then it gets even more stability and target acquisition when firing from the hip. So it's a great weapon for firing from the hip. It's fast, yeah, but Zalo Super Stealth is the best. It's still better because of that chain lightning, which just becomes a whole. If you have a bunch of enemies together, it becomes just like an electric storm of awesomeness. So yeah, I would recommend Zalo Supercell. Absolutely, at the very least, you need Zalo Supercell. Then we have Bad Juju. Bad Juju is also a really good weapon to have. I haven't seen it in a while. Bad Juju. This isn't mine because it's not unlocked. It's a pulse rifle that can be fired in full auto mode. I'm not the only one who thinks this looks like they took the turtle head of one of the Mario turtles and stuck it on the front of a gun. It definitely looks like a Super Mario Brothers turtle. Anyway, you have hip fire, but you also have String of Curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super. People always use Bad Juju primarily for either when Trickle is in effect, which means your abilities recharge slowly, or just to get your super up faster. So if you want your super to come up faster, you use Bad Juju. That's one of the great advantages about Bad Juju. The main one that everyone talks about. Most people don't talk about the fact that the weapon will reload instantly and you get increased damage for a short time after each kill. So that's what's nice too. You don't need to reload it. But the main thing is the supercharging. Anyway, that's the key most important parts, the weapons, of course. After that, we have the usual Legacy Engram. Yeah, it's not worth it. Then you have Thagamizers for the Titans, which is kind of cool. Unlocks the Strike subclass node Amplify for free. You gain an additional melee charge. Titans, let me know. I feel underwhelmed by this one. It's sort of like the one that's the next one, the one for hunters. Let me know, Titans. I feel underwhelmed by this one, just as I'm about to be underwhelmed by the hunter one. Especially since you have to have the class that uses Amplify. So for the hunters, you have the Graviton Forfeit. Graviton Forfeit is a disappointment to me. So Graviton Forfeit unlocks the Night Stalker subclass node Shade Step for free. Gain and evade on BB. So there is no evade except for the Night Stalker subclass Shade Step, which I love the evade. One of the things I will admit I love from Destiny 2 is the Hunter's evade. You don't get the reload with this evade like you do in Destiny 2. However, it's nice to have an evade. The thing that's kind of disappointing about this is you have to be a Night Stalker to use it. This would have been so much cooler and more exotic if you can use the Graviton Forfeit and gain Shade Step for free on your other subclasses. So if I could use it and have Shade Step on my Gunslinger, that would be awesome. But basically, all it does is... Where is it? It's around here. So here it is. Shade Step. It makes it so that you can have 2 nodes here instead of 1. That's the only thing it does. And, yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. Because I would think it... And it's the same... And it's exactly the same as the Titans Exotic as well. At one point, I thought, because I hadn't run Night Stalker in a while, that you could use this on other subclasses, but then someone was like, no. You can only use the Graviton Forfeit and get the Shade Step if you're a Night Stalker. So, then what's so exotic about it? It just feels kind of cheap. So I'm not a big fan of Graviton Forfeit, and so thus I'm also not a fan of Thagamizers, because it's basically the same thing with just another ability for the Titans. Again, it would be much cooler if you can use it on all of the subclasses instead of the single subclass that already has that ability. Then you have the transversive steps for the Warlock. All right, Warlocks, you always get the short end of the whatever. You are always the unlucky ones when it comes to armor exotics. Let's see what you got. So you get strange angles for the Warlocks. Gain faster movement speed while crouching. Picking up ammo automatically reloads the weapon, matching that ammo's type. Alright, that's pretty nice. Especially compared to the Titan and Hunter exotics this week, I have to give it to the Warlocks. And I was, you gotta feel bad for the Warlocks losing their self-res, having Ikora Rey, the by far most boring Vanguard of them all. I wouldn't be surprised if after every meeting of the Warlocks, 75% of the Warlocks are snoring. And Ikora's, doesn't even realize it or something. She's boring. So you gain faster movement speed while crouching. That's okay. Picking up ammo I like that part. Picking up ammo automatically reloads the weapon matching that ammo's type. So that is actually pretty good. So, yeah. I'll give it to the Warlocks this week. You guys get so rough. I gotta give it to the Warlocks. Then you have the usual curios. I highly recommend these. 3 of coins. And absolutely as many heavy ammo synths as possible. It's not a problem. I can control it. I need them. I'm not collecting them because I don't need them, okay? Let's be clear. 333 heavy ammo synths is not enough. Let's see how many I have in my vault. And then, you know what? Now that I've done this, anyone who wants to stick around, we can head over to the tower and I can show you the fact that no, I don't have any more in my vault. Oh my god, that's just bad. We can head over to the tower and I'll show you that the symbol is not there. So, as you can see, there's no fast traveling. There's a couple of quality of life improvements in Destiny 2. I will not deny it. The aim assist is absolutely not one of them, and you cannot turn it off. I feel like somebody is holding the controller for me when I play Destiny 2. And then when I go back and I play any other game, my aim absolutely sucks because you get used to having the game aim free. Like when I played Warframe, at one point I did a new account because this was before and I found I could not aim, and it turns out the aim assist was turned on. So what's nice is you can actually turn it off. Anyway, as you can see, there's no mark because Xur is not in the tower. Xur is in the oh, there's a new person over there. Let's see. What have we got? We got one over here. That's not a new person. No, that's not a new... I mean, these two are borderline new people. Yeah, because they're under 1,500 is the general rule we go with. Thing is, where's that guy? The one which is like level 40. Or less than level 40. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a new person. See, that person is actually not a new person. Their Grimoire score is almost 4,000. They may be level 5 and light 18, but that's just because they made a new character. I've done that myself. So you always go by the Grimoire score, not the level or the light level. Oh, here. Yeah, see, not a new person. Definitely a new person. Anyway, that's your weekly update on Xur in the tower. I am making a video about the state of Destiny 1 in 2024 and whether or not you should be playing it. It was last week on sale for $20. Somebody recently looked up. Now, I don't know how reliable this is because it's not like the Steam charts, but they said over 30,000 people on average are playing original Destiny, which is pretty good. I mean, the squad game has never broken 1,500. There are games out there which regularly have under 10,000, and they're not small games. So, if it's true that Destiny has over 30,000 players on average, that's very good. I think Destiny 2, I'm not sure what it's at, but that's pretty good. Which is probably why, no, they're not going to be shutting it down anytime soon, because people are buying the game and playing it. At least I hope not. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with other fellow Destiny people. And it would be nice to get together and raid. It really, really would be nice to get together and raid. I'm on Xbox and PlayStation. Anyway, I hope to see you in the tower. Oh, and yeah, I have been playing Palworld.